He's got the whole world in his hands.
What's going on, everybody? Some somber news. The world has lost another professional wrestler. We just lost Terry Funk. We found out that we lost Windham Rotunda, aka Bray Wyatt. I have wanted to give my thoughts on this one because for some reason it touched me a little more than most of the celebrity deaths or pop culture deaths that I've talked about on the channel. So let's get into the video and I'll let you know my thoughts. Let's go.
He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands.
So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the JeffMan316 Pop Culture Reporter channel. I'm your host, as always, JeffMan316. And it's sad that we come together as I'm reporting another tragic event has happened in the world of pop culture, this time in the wrestling realm. I didn't really speak of it on the channel because I'd already recorded my pro wrestling loot unboxing, but we had just lost Terry Funk. He was ECW, WWE, WWF, NWA, WCW, basically a legend everywhere he went. Hall of Famer. And on the heels of that, we lost another great young talent in Bray Wyatt. I think even if you don't like Bray Wyatt as an actual wrestler, I think it's hard. It would be hard for you to reject the idea that he was a terrific creative mind when it came to the business. So I'll go ahead and read you the official word that I heard first, right off the Twitter page of Triple H. He said, "Just received a call from WWE Hall of Famer Mike Rotunda, who informed us of the tragic news that our WWE family member for life, Windam Rotunda, also known as Bray Wyatt, unexpectedly passed away earlier today. Our thoughts are with his family as we ask that everyone respect their privacy at this time." So that was obviously a shock to me. I could talk to a couple of you guys and we were like, what the hell? Is this real? Did it really just happen? And so since that announcement and then digested a little bit, I did hear another announcement from Sean Ross Sapp that I'm going to read you. He's from Fightful. And I trust this guy, and he checks all of his sources multiple times before he posts. It says, "I was given permission to reveal that earlier this year, Windham Rotunda, Bray Wyatt, got COVID that exacerbated a heart issue. There was a lot of positive progress towards a return in his recovery. Unfortunately, today he suffered a heart attack and passed away." So he was only 36 years old. I know he's married to JoJo, who was the ring announcer, and they've got several children together. So I know anything WWE is selling right now, they're donating to his family, whatever. So it's just tragic. I didn't even really think about it much until it happened, and I started looking in the studio a little bit, and it started really hitting me a little harder than normal. And that's why I wanted to do a video. It's not like he really influenced me or anything, but I just think there was a kind of a connection with Bray that I hadn't had with a wrestler in a while. And I realized I've got figures over here of the Fiend from Mattel. I've got, when he got burned at WrestleMania, which ultimately led him to be off TV for a while. I'll show you a photo. Over here, I've got a closet that the door's covered up by a standee of the Fiend. I had this poster that was, in the Firefly Funhouse. I've had that hanging somewhere. I went ahead and put it here, but ever since I got it, I bought those boxes that they were sold. I might do some unboxing of those things now on the channel. I didn't realize, like, how much, merch I'd bought of Bray Wyatt. And I've got a Fiend mask. I just ordered an Uncle Howdy mask. And shame on all you scalpers out there putting all this shit on eBay and everywhere now, trying to sell it for a premium. It's just pathetic. I hate that. I like a lot of the Facebook sites are not allowing people to sell his stuff right now. They're putting a hold on that. But either way, I'm not exactly sure why that I had a connection. I really, somebody was asking me who my favorite wrestler was. I used to say it was Kurt Angle back in his heyday of the WWF, but I haven't had one in a while. I like a mix of pretty much everybody. But then I started thinking there was probably the reason of the connection of the Fiend with multiple reasons. Well, not just the Fiend, but Bray Wyatt. Is I kind of like that cult leader aspect of it in the Wyatt family because they didn't have a lot of groups or factions in the WWE at the time. So I thought that was a cool concept. I know you could see his creative side with all those weird matches he had. And a lot of people, a lot of standard, real hardcore wrestling fans didn't like that kind of shit. But I kind of did some of it. The stuff with Braun Strowman was a little stupid. And then the match with WrestleMania during the COVID year was kind of weird. I know it weirded out a lot of people, but either way. I think it was more of the Firefly Funhouse is what got me. I grew up in the Mr. Rogers era, and I thought that was a wicked cool spin on that character. And then if you layer on top of that, him having dual personalities, able to talk to himself and have a good side and a bad side, that was pretty unique. And then the Fiend character himself, I'm into horror movies if you watch the channel. Just the connection there with Tom Savini and his team making those Fiend masks. And then having it to where that those two characters could interact with anybody on any level. It was pretty, like I said, you could have the scary aspect or the comedic aspect. I thought it was fun, and then like I said, he did a lot of creative things with those characters. So I know a lot of the matches weren't great, and a lot of people didn't like it, but I thought he was getting ready to come back. Like I said, he was out because he got COVID, and he thought he was really recovering from that. He had his match with LA Knight, who's skyrocketing now at the Royal Rumble. That match wasn't that great, but I thought he was felt well on his way. I was hoping they were going to put Alexa Bliss back in there in the mix, and then she got pregnant. So he's had his personal problems. When Brody Lee died, it devastated him, and he took some time off from wrestling, and so he had got re-energized. I watched the Royal Rumble press conference after he fought LA Knight, and it looked like he was really looking forward to coming back full steam. And then obviously he got sick, and he just wasn't able to recover until now, and then it caused a heart issue, obviously. So, but like I said, I really dug that connection with those two characters, and I just want to put that out there. Ironically enough, if you look on my channel in the early years, I've been doing this for a couple years now. I don't think it's quite 3 yet, but the original 2 videos that I posted were custom figures I made, and the second one, which has got like 11,000 views, was of Bray Wyatt from the Firefly Funhouse. I made one of those little retro figures. I ended up selling that thing on eBay, and now I wish I kept the damn things, but I could easily make another one. It wasn't that hard of a recipe, as they say. But I remember making the video and posting it, and I didn't do any voiceovers, and I put the Firefly Funhouse a theme behind it, and I got a copyright claim on it. So I removed that and then just put the generic music that you hear in a lot of my videos today. But I thought that was funny, and then I started looking back at some of my other videos, and I had made another custom Bray Wyatt figure, and then I had unboxed some theme figures or whatever, and I started seeing that connection there where you could tell that I liked it. So like I said, I've bought all of the WWE.shop exclusive boxes that they did, like where that poster came from. And now that and for tribute to him, I may go back and open some of them, because a couple of them had autographs in it. So obviously they may be worth something now, but I'm going to keep them. I like the character. Let me know what you thought of the character. Like I said, I know he wasn't a ring technician, but I do think he was a creative mind, and he touched a lot of wrestling fans like me with the characters he created. So he will be missed. So hopefully he'll rest in peace with Brody Lee now. So put some comments down below. Let me know your thoughts on the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, Windham Rotunda in general. And then, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that normal YouTube stuff. Please support the channel. You keep supporting me, and I'll keep making content. And anytime anything touches me like this, I'll go ahead and put a video out. So hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully it brought you some good memories of Bray Wyatt and the characters that he played. And if that's the case, until next time, boys and girls, this has been JeffMan316. I'm your pop culture reporter, and I'm signing out saying you guys be safe out there.
See ya.